Welcome to the Rhythm Pyro Podcast, where Rosie, AJ, and Jamie ignite your passion for pyro musical show design while testing the very limits of your capacity for stupid.
Hey, what's up? It's just me this week. Super short, kind of a state of the show kind of deal as we cruise into the 4th of July. Before we dive in though, thank you to all of our show sponsors this week. COBRA Firing Systems. There's no single greater love for the community and customer support like the one that COBRA shows all of its customers and clientele year after year. Go check them out, CobraFiringSystems.com. Of course, if you're going to be putting those firing systems to use, good use, you're going to be popping tons of single shot cues. And there's frankly no better rack on the market that offers the designer freedom like a CraigCo rack. The Mincoms are stellar for single shots, and the Medusas, even if you manage Medusa duty, as much as we joke, trust me, it could be worse. You could be on shell duty without Medusas, and that certainly does not have the same sex appeal to it, does it? CraigCo.co, Brian will take care of you. Finally, you'll have loads of cues to pop because YOLO, you listen to this podcast and you just can't seem to wash the rhythm off once it dries into your best dress robes. If you've got loads of cues, efficient setup workflows are totally necessary. They're not optional. If it's not efficient, you're going to go crazy. So check out muuxBRD, muuxBRD.com, muuxBRD.com for a wide range of firing system slats and accessories to help you optimize your setups. All right. Speaking of setups, I hope that this finds you well. I hope that your show planning is going well. You know, if you're a hobbyist designer or a backyard guy, this part of the year, your blood's up. It's at an all-time high. And all the time that you've spent planning for however long that you've been planning it soon, you get to do your thing. You know, you get to step out on the field. You get to be your rock star. You get to be everybody's backyard hero. And I hope you make your mark. I hope you're successful. And I wish you the best of luck. If you're a pro, hang in there. I know you're probably completely overwhelmed. Another month or so and you're going to be able to take a breath. But whatever you are, whether you're a hobbyist, a pro, or a drunk uncle that's just winging it, have fun and be safe. Remember to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love this shit. Take the time to enjoy your moments while you have them, because this is fireworks. It's meant to be fun. And just as soon as your butthole unclenches a little bit, the whole thing is going to be over before you know it. I think it's really easy to get caught up in the excitement or the panic or the focus and completely forget why you do this, how much fun you have doing it, and why you love it. Today marks the Rhythm Pyro Podcast's 100th episode. And it's ironic because I'm not considering this a real episode. AJ's not here. Jamie's not here. If I don't consider it a real episode, neither should you. Over the last 2 years, exactly 778 days, me and two of my buddies decided that we were going to start sharing our love for fireworks with you. And if you were listening that day and you're still listening today, I want to tell you how much your time, your friendship, and your patronage has meant to me over the last 2 years. Podcasting in the world of fireworks is, whether you want to believe it or not, it's a small audience. And when your whole shtick is pyromusical design, the niche gets even narrower still. You're taking a small audience, a subsegment of that audience, and that's the person that I'm talking to. It's you. You're the person that I'm talking to today, a pyromusical designer. You like to get out and create and do really cool, beautiful, big things. This show, the RPP, has grown into something really special. I'm not a bragger. I've never been a bragger. I hate braggers. The Rhythm brand in its entirety, it's an understatement to say how proud I am to have built this. It's been a passion project that I've enjoyed to the fiber of my being. Over the years, I've done several creative projects, and this has honestly been the one that I've stuck to like glue the most because it resonated with me. I'm humbled after 2+ years because of how it's resonated with you and the feedback that we get and how much it's resonated with you through better or worse, whether you're a weekly listener, a patron, a sponsor, a first-time downloader, and even a once-in-a-while listener, a show designer or someone who just loves to be present for real quality conversations that revolve around fireworks. This podcast exists because you chose to support it in your way. I've been running the show from the start. Production, writing, guest bookings, editing promos, sponsors, marketing, social media, the whole 9 yards. It's me, and it's only me. And I'm not a fan of doing stuff half-assed. It's got to be big, it's got to be polished, and it's got to be something that when I see it, I know that you're going to like it just as much as I'm digging it. Because if I'm feeling it, I'm hoping that you're feeling it too, and that it really is, it's original and it's creative and it's special. And while I've loved learning and building it from the ground up, the pace and the workload associated with it over the last 2+ years have been absolutely relentless with this being a weekly show. I come from a world where the quality behind the conversation is what makes listening to conversation special. Every podcast that I saturate myself with, that's what keeps me coming back for more. It's that stimulating human being connection that I want nothing more than to immerse myself in good conversation, something with substance. The gotcha with the show is it's never that there's any lack of personality or character. What we are absolutely short on is internal willing resources. I've got some exciting news in my life. Here in a few months, I'm going to be a father. And I've made the decision that it's time for a shift in the show. It's not a shutdown. It's not a fade out, but it's definitely a pivot. The show is going to be moving to a seasonal format starting this week. We're not going to be releasing weekly episodes anymore. Instead, when the time comes for us to do our thing, we're going to be doing it in batches, a handful of episodes at a time, full of the same characters, the same original content, the same best-in-class production quality, and the same goofy bullshit that you've come to expect from the show, focused around the same themes, conversations, and educational material that make the show worthy of your time. This shift gives me the one thing that I really feel like I've needed a reset on for a long time, and that's bandwidth. It allows me to connect with why I started the damn thing in the first place. My life the last few months, it's been full of revelations. So, surprise, surprise. If the thought of being a dad doesn't do that to you, I think what certainly did was I'm a second generation pyro with podcasting as one of like 3 hobbies. Every other thing in my life that I enjoyed doing in my downtime, it just demanded so much attention that I couldn't afford to do any of these other things that I wanted to do. I mean, it's been months since I wrote a lick of music. Getting the opportunity to toss some cues on a timeline with Jamie and Nate for my kids' gender reveal, it made me realize I'm a podcaster that every single week I go deep and hard on pyromusical design. And it's been over a year since I got the opportunity to do any of that myself. I think the hammer of God kind of hit me when I realized, my father, the reason that I love fireworks so much, every year we get one show together. It's the one thing that's really been our thing, our bonding experience. My dad's been doing fireworks since the 70s. And when I grew up, he introduced me to it and brought me into it and made me part of that show and it became our thing. The number of Light Up the Lakes in my father and I's lifetime is finite. And this show, the podcast, full-time hobby number 3, is not more important to me than that time with my dad. Here it is, June. So coming up on the 3rd week of June, and Dad approached me. He was like, "Hey, what do we got planned for the lake this year?" And it was heartbreaking to think about for a minute because I'm like, oh my God, I don't have anything planned. I don't have a song written. I don't have any cues on a timeline. I don't have products sourced. I had nothing. And then I sat back and I realized what was eating up so much of my time. So with the show moving to a seasonal structure, that is hopefully going to fix a lot of this. It's going to give me time to recharge and reprioritize things. A lot's still up in the air as to the timing and the details of what a seasonal show structure looks like for us. But as soon as I know, you'll know. For all of our Patreon subscribers, God love you, little lambs, billing is going to be paused when we're not in season. So you're not going to be charged for any content that's not being produced. With that said, be safe, be creative, and be loud this year. I will see you over on the Discord. I'm not going anywhere. Until next we talk about it again, take care of yourself and have a safe and happy 4th of July.